So hi everyone. Those of you that follow me on Facebook will know that I've attempted to set up some bay composting systems here in the backyard, and I've got 10 of them on the go, and I've been trying to work out a way to show you how they're each going each week. I've been taking pictures which I haven't put together yet. Hello Puss. But it's a long, slow, tedious process. It's like watching paint dry. Other than when something like this happens down here, where the bush turkey digs everything up and makes a mess. But that's hardly what you'd call riveting. So what I'm going to do is do one video a week of each bay to show you the change that's happened in a 10-week period, because there's 10 bays. So this is bay number 1, and it's actually been 84 days since I started this experiment, or 12 weeks. And this bay only had in it branches down the bottom, and then it was covered with about 5 or 6 wheelbarrow full of 2-foot long grass. It was very long, and it's done very little over that time. It's definitely gone down in size because it was quite full. And I have filled some palm trees in here that I thought, I'll just see what they do. I hate palm leaves, they take so long to decompose. And you can see it's done very, very little over that time. It has decreased, but I can guarantee you that the timber below has probably done nothing. And I put some heavy gloves on, just so that I don't maybe get bitten by a snake that might be nesting below here. Now this bay is open to the rain, and I also have the hose going in here because that hose leaks when I water the garden. So this one gets a bit more water than all the others do, and you can see how that's moist underneath that top layer of grass clippings, and how those grass clippings actually mat together. I love the way they mat together, because I think on your garden bed that keeps the moisture in your soil, and they break down to beautiful composted soil. But in this situation it's a slow process. You can see below there the branches below there. I'll see if I can dig that up. So they've really done nothing, and in reality that was really a dumb way to do this composting. I really should have mulched them up or put some soil around them to fill in all those gaps before I actually put this grass clippings on tops, so that they could sit in moisture. So at the moment they're just covered, so they're just staying there dry and barren. So nothing's going to happen to those really, unless I decide to stir it up a bit, which is something I haven't done in the whole 12 weeks. But I'm just going to have a go and see if I can't do something to maybe help speed this process up, because ideally if you've got bays like this you really need to turn them in some way, otherwise they end up like this, they just do nothing. And I've got my power planter here. I don't think this is going to work with this, but we'll have a go anyway. Now you can see some of those branches under here are damp, so they probably would have broken down over time. It's still going to take too long for that to break down. It's going to take forever. But that's the whole purpose of showing you this, is to show you how long it will actually take to break down. There's a big root ball that was down the bottom there. That's funny, isn't it? Look at that. One way to stir your compost. But you better make sure you've got edges on your bays, otherwise it's going to go flying everywhere, as you just saw. Now that's interesting, because over this part, there's a lot more broken down grass clippings there. Now maybe that had more grass clippings than it did branches, because that's really breaking up quite easily. There's a big branch down in there. I'm not going to do so. I think I'm trying to make this exercise an easy exercise whereby it's not going to take a lot of effort on my part to compost, but I'm not sure in reality how easy that's going to be. So I'm not going to touch this again now till the next time I do a video in 10 days, and just see if there's any change. So next week I'll show you what's happened with bay number 2. So this is just showing you now the order of the photos that I took from day 1. And this was a bunch of branches. There was actually a lot more than that. Then I filled it all up with the grass clippings. And then this is day 16. You can see it had really reduced. Day 22, it had definitely gone down again. Day 36, yeah, still gone down, bit dry. 43, still a bit dry with the hose even on there. Day 50 looks much the same. Day 58 is much the same. You can see a little bit of moisture under the dry grass there. It's like watching paint dry. And here's where I added the palm fronds. And that takes us up to today, where I've done the turn with the power planter. Next week, bay number 2. Thanks for watching.